It's mid-June and here's an update on the seedlings I planted out in the ground last month. Here it goes. This is a coconut cream seedlings. There's two trunks in here, so one of it's a polyembryonic variety, so one of it's definitely the clone and one of it's the pollinated embryo. So looks like it's about to push some vegetation. So coconut cream. Here's another coconut cream. Also looking like it's about to push some vegetation. Most of my seedlings, at least for this year, I think they're on the second flush. So coconut cream. Here's an M4 seedling right next to it. Okay, let's see what else I have here. Oh, this is a cotton candy. It has one large limb or chunk and then like two smaller ones. So I'm assuming this large one is probably the pollinated embryo, came from the pollinated embryo, and the two tiny ones are probably the clones. So cotton candy right here. And a lot of this has kind of changed since the last time you guys seen it. I have a lot of my potted plants out here, kind of right next to the planting out seedlings. So hopefully when we get into cooler weather, like some of this will provide some protection amongst each other. It was just kind of me moving everything out and trying to find space, find space for lots of my potted plants. Okay, let's see. Up next right here, this is honeykiss right here. Honeykiss. Trunks, two trunks on here. So one's the pollinated one and one is the clone. With a lot of these seedlings, especially these pollinated ones, and especially the ones that came from the ZIL breeding program, a lot of seeds I have a difficult time telling the difference between the embryos, which one's the pollinated, which one's not. My guess and my assumption just so far based on what I've seen and based on the ones I've been able to identify with the leaf test is that usually it's the most vigorous or the second most vigorous one that has been the pollinated embryo. So this one is two of them. So one is definitely the clone and one is the pollinated one. And I have this very closely planted out next to a ice cream grafted on rootstock, and then this little small right here. This is on top of the rootstock, which has kind of taken over and kind of gotten larger than the ice cream plant itself. So okay, on to the next one that was planted out. This is a sweet tart right here, and this one has like three different trunks. So about to push some vegetation. Okay, let's see. And next one right here. This is a guava / Saint Talon, and lots of the guava seeds I've grown out they have been very vigorous, along with producing multiple trunks, which is a very kind of odd combination. Lots of the monoembryonic varieties produces really nice thick trunks in the beginning, in the early stages, but this one does both. So let's see how many trunks is in here. Just kind of try to take a look at this. This is six or seven. It looks like 6 or 7 or 7 of them from what I could tell. But out on them, look at it, it's like two very thick trunks that came out. So guava's been pretty unusual with that. So it seems like it could be a very vigorous rootstock here for California. It's just a matter of seeing how it does in winter, you know. But again, this is not really a true kind of rootstock test. It's just because I have a lot of stuff that's kind of sheltering it. But maybe something for you guys out there to kind of experiment with. Okay, up next, so this right here is a Kent rootstock grafted with creme brulee. Not doing too well. Okay, next up here, this is a honey kiss. It's another honey kiss. This one has three kind of chunks pushing out. Keep on going. This is a sweet tart. Let's plan it out. Sweet tart. 4 trunks. Another tail. Okay. Lemon zest right here. Lemon zest. Has 3 trunks. Lemon zest. Lemon zest. Keep on going. And there's another lemon zest. This one has, this one has 2 trunks. So this is lemon zest right here. Let's see. Next to this is a guava. Guava slash Saint Talon. This one has only 2, well actually has 4 trunks. 2 large ones and 2 kind of tiny ones. Okay, let's see what else I'm going to show you guys. I planted out a bunch of Kents that I had in containers. So this is Kent, so just kind of didn't feel like separating them. I just put it all in here. And this was started back in 2022, and they've been in like 15-gallon pots. Like it was filled with Kent rootstocks, and pretty much more than half of them died during the 2023 winters. So I'm hoping the ones that did survive, these guys, are a bit more hardier than the ones that left that eventually died. So I can't I'm using them almost like a windbreak within this area. So there's some more Kent rootstocks. This was started out in 2023. So a bunch of them just in a container. Let's see. And here's some more Kent rootstock. So kind of this way is facing east. I do get a lot of wind from here. There's really kind of no windbreak on this side, so that's why I have these here, and kind of just seeing what they do. I mean, I don't expect much from the Kents. I'm expecting half would do well, half would die, but this was part of the 2022 plants I had in pots, and I lost most of them in the pots, but the ones that did survive, you know, I think the ones that did survive will probably do well. So let's see what it does in ground, unprotected, almost has a windbreak, and almost planted together, almost like a bush with all the various seeds in here. So this probably, you know, this one probably has like 7 or 8 trees. Next, let's see, these are some lemon zest I planted out. One has pushed some vegetation. The other one is just beginning to push. So for whatever reason, this is kind of doing a bit more slower. And maybe it's because it's out in the open, unprotected. You know, it gets a lot of full sun almost all day long. So. Up next, this is Carrie. So got a Carrie here. carry here. One produces kind of this bronzy leaf, and the other one produces almost like almost an orangey, yellowish leaf. New leaf when it flushes. Okay. This is pickering, 2 pickerings planted right next to each other. It's a little bit of a shade from the rosemary I have right here, but we'll see how it goes. So that's an update of my seedlings that I planted out in the ground last month. Right? Thanks everyone.